Okay, so I honestly don't know what took me so long, but we finally got some Juvia's Place. So if you are interested in seeing my first review, my first tutorial, my first like impressions of Juvia's Place, then please stay tuned. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to prime my face using my Tatcha Liquid Silk Canvas. And this is a really, really good primer. This moisturizes your skin pretty well and it doesn't leave it feeling like sticky or like super dewy. It just feels really moisturized. Okay, so I did go ahead and get the Juvia's Place Multi-Purpose Foundation Sticks. So you can use these as foundation, concealer, contours, everything. So I grabbed 4 different ones. So this is Brasilia. Okay, I think that's definitely concealer shade. This one is Granada. I think that might be a concealer shade as well. Cameroon, this one is actually gonna be my contour shade. Madagascar. Okay, so I think Madagascar is the one that I intended to be my foundation shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just apply this to my face and I'm gonna just do like 3 lines because the texture of this is like pretty creamy. Like, I don't know, like the formula of this, like it's just super smooth and that's not a bad thing at all, but I just don't want to put like too much product on. Okay, so now I'm going to take my damp beauty blender and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just blend this out. And I mean, it blends pretty decently. I'm not like super just like in awe on how like easy it blends out, but it could be the primer that I use. I don't know if it's like a suggested primer that you should use for this. I think that this primer is a pretty good primer and it goes really well with all other foundations, so I'm gonna just keep working this out and we're gonna see what it looks like. Okay, so this is like a pretty decent coverage. It's still very light because you can still see my freckles and everything underneath. However, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just add a little bit more to like this inner T-zone right here. Okay, so that's like a pretty light coverage. I'm sure you can build this up, but I typically don't do like super full coverages anyway. So this is probably the way that I would wear it, but let's go ahead and do our concealer part. So we're gonna use, crap, I forgot what color I wanted to use for this. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use Granada to conceal. And I'm gonna just go ahead and just do this in like all of my standard places that I would use concealer. I've never actually used Juvia's Place before, and they have some really nice eyeshadow palettes. Like, I've seen their eyeshadow palettes numerous times. I went to their website, put the stuff in my cart, and then just like never checked out. And I don't know why, but I just never fully committed to it. And right now, I just feel like, you know, we have to support each other. We have to, you know, really build up our own people. And I felt like I was doing a disservice by not trying out Juvia's Place. So I was like, okay, you know what? We've got to do a Juvia's Place review. So here we are doing this review. And I will say this, I did not have the best shipping experience as far as Juvia's Place goes. And I'm only telling you guys this just to be really honest with you and just to like kind of set, like not set an expectation, because hopefully it doesn't happen to you, but just to kind of, you know, just kind of let you know. So it's like, this what happened to me. Hopefully this was just a fluke, but if it's not, you know, I tried to warn you. But pretty much I purchased my order on like June 12th and I was waiting so long to get like that confirmation email saying like, hey, we received your order, we're working on it, or like, you know, at least, you know, we took your money, like something. And so I didn't get anything for a really long time. So I went ahead to like email their customer support and I was just like, hey, I just want to confirm that this order went through. Like, you know, it's been a few days and I haven't received anything. And instead of getting like a direct response, I get like their little automated system that's like, oh, hey, you know, we working on it, we'll get back to you. And that's totally fine, but I still had to wait 2 days for somebody to respond back to that email. And so, you know, I was like, you know what, let me give them like 1 more day. And I ended up giving them 2 more days and I still hadn't received anything. So I sent them another email and I'm like, hello, where is my stuff? Like, give me my money or give me my stuff back. And like, I think a day or 2 later, I got like the email saying your order has been shipped. So it just took a little bit of time that I personally just wanted to know, just like, where's my package? Like, you know, just send me an update. So like I said, It took me quite some time to get my package. Hopefully that was just a fluke though. Hopefully that doesn't happen to anyone else who orders anything from them. But I had to tell y'all what happened. So now I'm using Cameroon to go ahead and contour. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out with a brush. I'm really liking the foundation. It does kind of give me like this really like dewy vibe to it. So like honestly, based off of how it's blending right now and just how it's sitting on my skin, I don't know if I would suggest this for somebody who has oily skin, because I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but there's like this sheen to it, and it kind of gives like the vibes like, you know, if you like have like too much of something on your face and you can't like really blend it all in, and so if you like rub your face, it'll literally smear off. Low-key, that's the vibe that I'm getting, but we haven't set it with any powder yet, so I don't know if that's gonna be like the finished result. Maybe this is just more of like a, you know, foundation for dry skins. I have dry skin, so if it is, you know, I'm totally here for it, but I'm just like, that's just what I'm witnessing so far. Okay, so this is what it looks like so far with everything blended in and no powder yet. The foundation, it looks pretty okay. Like, I can't say that I'm not liking the like dewy finish that it's giving me, because it just definitely looks like moisturized. But like I said, oily skin, who knows this? Now, I do kind of want to point out like my eyelids, how oily and how creased those are like already. I'm not even gonna sit here in front like we've been sitting here for like maybe 30 minutes of this process. It's only been like 15. So for these to be like this oily and this like separated, I mean, granted we haven't set it with any powders yet, but like, oh, that's what I mean by like, it kind of feels like it's like a wet type of texture. I don't know how to describe it, like I don't want to say waxy, because it's not waxy, I don't think. That's not the word that I want to use, but it definitely has like some, I don't know, I'm gonna say some dewy elements to it. That's what we're gonna say. So I am going to be using my Laura Mercier setting powder to set my face. I honestly, I need my Laura Mercier setting powder. Like, this is the only powder that I really kind of honestly trust. I'm gonna give some other ones a try, but like right now, this is what we're using. So I get some really annoying smile lines, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just have this like bacon right here. I hope, actually I don't even think I put enough, so I'm gonna add a little bit more, but I'm trying to like really get these smile lines to like not appear. It's like low-key inevitable, but like I'm really gonna try, because they get on my nerves. Sometimes I'm like looking and it just like make my makeup look so not finished. Like, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into this eyeshadow palette. So this one here is called the Tribe, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start off by taking Masai. I think that's how you say it. I'm gonna just really saturate this brush and see how much we can really pick up. Like, look at that. The colors in this are like so pigmented. Like, I was really nervous to try out Juvia's Place, or like any eyeshadow for that matter that has like real pigment. So I was always worried about it not having enough payoff. And I can say like right now, look, I've only done like just maybe 2 swipes so far, sis. This is really pigmented. Like, this is no joke right here. And I don't have like any of those special like, you know, eyeshadow primers or anything like that. I'm really using the concealer that I had in my eyelids. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just build this up, but also blending it out softly, because we just don't want it to be like a harsh green line. Okay, so next I'm gonna go ahead and take sand, and I'm gonna work that on my outer crease and on my like outer lid. You guys, and these shadows are blending really well actually. Like, I'm not gonna sit here in front y'all like I'm just like, you know, a real like color user. Y'all see my makeup looks, like for the most part they're pretty natural, and so like I'm not gonna front. Colors low-key scare me, because you really gotta blend that stuff. Like, you can see everything when you have like colors, because you know, you see the difference in shades. And so I'm like always like hesitant to use colors, because I'll be like, yo, sometimes they don't blend. Like, I bought numerous palettes where the shadows just did not blend very well, and I thought, you know, that means like I suck at blending, I shouldn't be wearing colors, so I'm gonna just stick to like neutral, natural type of stuff. But this is like, this is really working really nicely. It's like, it's really, Just give me juice, y'all. And I'm gonna just take that first brush and I'm gonna just go ahead and just blend that out. That's like the main key to doing any colors, y'all. It like really takes time because you really need to blend. Like you need to make sure this looks like melted into one another. Like you have to take your time with colors. Okay, so I'm gonna take chaga. I think that's how you say it, chaga. And I'm gonna just get that all over my brush. And I'm gonna put that on the front half of my lid. Look at that, y'all. I'm doing some color, sis. Hold down. That just looks like money, honey. Like, look. Money, sis. What the fuck? Okay, so I'm gonna just take a little bit more of sand and I'm just gonna like go back over like my crease just to like add that definition back because it kind of like went away when we added that gold. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna actually just like spice it up even more. Oh my gosh, about to do the most. But I'm gonna take this orange shade called Ormo and I'm gonna line my bottom lash line with that. Alrighty guys, so I went ahead to finish all the things that were not Juvia's related off camera. So now I'm gonna go ahead and finish out this look using my Juvia's Place Loose Highlight Pigment. And this one is in the shade Nefertiti. First, I'll actually just take what's in the cap because all of this right here, sis, look at that. That is all product right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and tap some off. And, oh my gosh. Bitch, away. Look at this. Oh yes, I'm here for this. I did good because I kind of like, there's so many shades, and because Juvia's Place is women of color friendly, meaning that everything will show up on you, it's actually really hard to pick because you're like, okay, if all of these are gonna work, like I actually got some options. And sis, oh man, yes, come through, money queen. I feel like that's what this whole look is. This is a money look. Like this eye, a money eye. Like, oh yeah, we about to take some pictures, man. And I didn't even put on a blush. I did contour my face using my face bronzer, but that is about it. So the only thing that I'm wearing, sis, is this glow, okay? Hello. And I'm gonna go ahead and of course highlight in all those other places I would typically highlight. And I'm gonna just take my finger from my nose. Oh my gosh, we just gonna go ahead, we just gonna add a little more to our forehead. Like, dead ass, like look at this. Okay, so let's get into it, Okay, so eyeshadow palette. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think this is absolutely a 10. Like these eyeshadows are so freaking pigmented. They blend super nicely. And honestly, like the color schemes that Juvia's Place has for each of their palettes, they all make sense. They all tie into one another and all make really beautiful looks. They don't just give you like all mattes or all shimmer shades. They always give you a nice combination of both. And y'all know I don't do color, but look at her, sis. Look, sis, okay, we're not playing. So I would absolutely recommend that you get Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette. The really good thing about Juvia's Place is that their entire store usually, like no lie, usually is always some type of sale going on. Either some type of sale or they have some type of code that you can always use and you can always get a discount. But it's already really reasonably priced, so it's not necessarily like, you know, that will make or break anything. But obviously that's going to allow you to add more to the cart because who don't love a discount? The multi-purpose foundation sticks. I'm going to give these, me personally, I would give these an 8 out of 10. Like, I don't know why I'm not giving it a full 10 out of 10. I just didn't love it, but I really do like them. I would give them an 8 out of 10. Again, I do think I was able to kind of manipulate this a bit with my powders and make it like less, like that filmy texture that I was telling y'all. Like, you know, you could kind of see it, but I definitely feel like setting it with a setting powder and then also setting it with a face powder and just like pressing it in versus like, you know, buffing it in is gonna do wonders as far as setting this foundation in place. I think that it melted really well together. Like the concealer, the foundation, and the contour really blended really, really well together. Like honestly, it was like butter. And I felt like this is like one of those type of foundations. Like you can down there blend with your fingers. Like that's how good it is. But I don't know honestly, just from my personal opinion, I don't know if somebody with oily skin or combination skin would like this foundation. I think that maybe the liquid foundation is more of what might cater to them, but that's like full coverage. So it's like full coverage. And I'm not trying to be that full coverage. So I didn't try that, but if you guys want to see that and want me to kind of review that, then let me know, because I will. But this highlight, sis, you gotta get this. Like that's a no-brainer. Like honestly, I have the MAC iridescent powder that they used to come out with a long time ago, and now they came out with it with the different packaging, but pretty much I think it's the same formula. But iridescent powders and loose powders are really, really good for highlighting because you don't need a lot, and it gives you like a really, really, really beautiful and strong color payout without having to spray with like a setting spray and doing any extra to it. So I am a big fan of it, and I would definitely say that you need to have this as well. So like low-key, I think this entire purchase was like A1, like everything. I would definitely repurchase again. Again, the foundations, you know, proceed with caution if you have oily or combination skin. But what do you guys think about this look? Like, I feel like this is the money look. Like I don't know. I'm just getting real money vibes from this look. So that's what I'm gonna call this, the money look. And you guys let me know what you guys think. If you guys have a Juvia's Place palette, or if you guys have this palette, or if you guys buy this palette, recreate this look. Like I want to see if like stuff that I do is like recreatable, meaning like is it easy enough for you guys to recreate? If so, please recreate it. Tag me in it. Tag me on Instagram at iloveyoutrell. Make sure to follow me on there. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed. Make sure to subscribe, because like I said, we got a lot of stuff coming, a lot of stuff cooking. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you guys did like this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace.